When I saw the award announcement, I immediately thought of Jody Falwell. She really took that clay and she modeled it in a way that would tell the world about her community, about herself, in a way that no one else had done it.
I always go back to the root of pottery because it's important for you to see and feel the structure and the making of the pots. All of the old people didn't have the tools that I have now to be able to balance a piece, to actually make the piece in the manner that they made it. And then you start thinking about the spiritual aspect of the whole process. And I am so convinced that it had to take other spiritual forces to be able to do it.
When I think about Jody Falwell and the influence she's had on Pueblo potters over the last 20 or 30 years, I really do think about innovation. Now, when you use a word like innovation, it sounds like something that someone grabs from the outside and brings into the potting world. But what Jody did is that she reached deep inside of the pottery world itself. I think about 1984. She made a pot that was just extraordinary. It was a beautifully made, what we'd say, traditional pot in every way. People were used to seeing black pottery from Santa Clara at that point. And she decided that she'd use a green slip that she also found on Santa Clara land. And then she worked with Bob Houses, and they etched onto the pot cowboys and Indians. And they were chasing around the pot. At judging then at Indian Market, which at that time was a real barometer of what was acceptable and what was not acceptable, in walks this green pot. And there was that pot and a beautiful black pot as well that year. And the pottery judges were literally split down the middle. The great thing was the green pot won, and the world didn't end. And the following year at Indian Market, everybody had green pots.
What they say in our village when I was growing up is, "Bikagetnang." With all your heart and with your soul, you need to reach out and help others.
Gee,
Fire clouds on that, it's
that
just
is
beautiful,
gorgeous.
isn't it?
That is, yeah. You are a major part of breaking that groundwork for the next generation of people like me and Susan and all of the contemporaries.
I have done a lot of political pieces. I don't give it much thought in terms of how people see me. The only thing that concerns me is what I think is important for me to discuss with myself, who I am and how I see things.
I would describe Jody as strong-willed and feisty. I think she might agree with me. And she has fought very hard for herself, for her family, for women. Through her pottery, then, people have known much more about the way that Pueblo communities govern themselves and asked pottery, through her work in it, to be a voice, to be her voice and her family's voice.
What will be even more exciting is to see the next generation after this generation that is working in contemporary art, because by that time that will be traditional, and it's going to be really exciting to see what's going to happen within the third generation after my group has come and gone.